RPA refers to the automation of repeatable and rule-based tasks using a software which is installed on a computer called robot or simply a bot. The bot is programmed to perform the sequence of steps that a human does, and it is mostly done on the front end of the application just like a human would do, unlike traditional automation solutions where coding is done to have the processes executed in the back end. Although you can also program UiPath to do back-end activities such as running a query on a database or calling a REST API. In other words, it is not integrated to any of the applications, rather the bot works on top of these applications itself. For example, let's consider the accounts payable team. They'll receive invoices from several vendors. They need to process these invoices by downloading them from the email sent by the vendors, enter the information into a finance system for payment, or send it for approval based on certain business rules. Now, you can program a bot to do exactly the same, where the bot will monitor the mailbox, download the invoices, extract the data using OCR technology, then log into the finance system and enter the details. Now, all these can be done on the front end just like a human would do. In fact, when you run the bot, you can actually see these applications being launched and the fields getting populated. Now, let's talk about some of the advantages of RPA. Obviously, the biggest advantage is that when RPA is implemented, employees no more have to do repetitive and mundane tasks. Rather, they can focus more on tasks that require creativity, decision-making, and judgment. With RPA, you can use your existing IT infrastructure without making any changes to the current systems and databases. Robots can work 24/7 and they don't take time off or sick days. Bots can work across multiple platforms like Windows, web applications, Java, and mainframe applications. One bot can be trained to do more than one process at different schedules. For example, let's say you implement a robot for the HR department. It can send interview invites from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and process employee onboarding from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. You can also use the same robot to work for other departments like finance or IT, as long as your firm's policy allows you to do so and you put in the right security measures. Finally, RPA can improve efficiency and accuracy as human errors are avoided. Now let's take a look at some of the limitations of RPA. The average handling time of the bot is limited to the performance of the application, so it is not always true that the bot can work faster than a human being. For example, in our previous scenario, if the finance system is slow due to some network bandwidth issues, then there is nothing that the bot can do to make it faster because, as I mentioned, the bot is going to use the same front end of the application to enter the information. So it is going to take as long as it takes for a normal user. Bots cannot take decisions and judge on situations, and bots cannot be creative. So those tasks which require judgments and creativity cannot be automated. Finally, if there is a change to the application's user interface, then the bot may have to be reconfigured. For example, let's say the bot has to click a button called Save to download a document, and if the application team changes the button's label to something else like Download or Finish, or even if they change the position of the button, then the bot may have to be reconfigured to identify that button. Alright, now that you have a good understanding of what RPA is, let's get started with UiPath.